Hello everyone, my name is Swastik Padsakar, and the problem that I'm going to discuss today from the lead code is finding the maximum length of a substring, finding the longest substring without repeating characters. What does this problem statement says? Given a string S, find the length of the longest substring without duplicate characters. And the sample input given are A, B, C, A, B, C, B, B. It is clearly visible that A, B, C, and C, A, B are the two of the uh, non-repetitive characters string. We also need to compare the succeeding strings into the string traverser. Now, approaching this problem, here is a pseudocode. We get an entered a string and we are going to use first a brute force technique, that is to know how primarily logic can depend more on a time complexity, and then after optimizing it will improve its space complexity, means it memory optimization and retrieval. Okay, the loop one, uh, we have three of the loops followed by the counter, that is I, J, and K. Let me color this I with blue color, font color, then J orange or red, and let K be green. Okay, technique that I'm going to learn and introduce today is sliding window. In this sliding window, the expansion of the character is captured into traversal from left to right or any of the directions. This technique helps to differentiate between the program logic and the spaces. Okay. Now, based upon our logic, what this will do is simply expansion of the window when the counter number increases. Suppose all are at indices 0. Now, let me name this indices as 0. That's fine. We can say that at 0th location, all pointers are present in the sliding window. As we go on traversing, the ith index will increment its exposure. Then after J will get J will also move its window, and what K will do is it will move and expand. Also, substring J is for some I is for moving and expansion. J is for uh, substring, and K is for checking unique values. So what would be in our scope is when the substring gets increase in length, the kth variable will just move or increment. Why it's not selecting? Okay, and it will check the whole substring character by character and find if the duplicate is present. And suppose the duplicate is present, what would happen? The our pointer will get stopped at duplicate element. Suppose in traversal we have moved from left to right till C, and window substring expanded. This whole thing is been checked by this K. I am not able to select it. Okay, this will move bit by bit again into the upcoming iteration over here. This will find the upcoming character, that is C. Now at the point, and yes, at this point C. So after getting this character C, where I, J and K are at the same location, then C would be in its temporary memory or variable K, and this would be compared through the whole substring. The character C that is repetitive then be what thing can happen is gradually the our counter K will stop at this point because it has already detected a duplicate value into our substring. So and it will be break out of the loop, and based on our logic till this I counter gets till the last character of our string, this process will happen, and two string, that is len1 and len2, uh, that is between them, the string having max length would get selected. Okay, get to our programming part. This was our algorithm. It's pretty simple algorithm. Let me declare a variable in our scope, int max length to 0. This is what we need to return. Declare counter I, int I equals to 0. I is less than s dot length, comma I plus plus. In this particular scope, the j, to know the substring, j equals to I. It follows it i's in indexing. J is less than s dot length g plus plus. Similarly, and we know there is a temporary variable inside our substring that is checking the duplicate. Let it be k, and let it traverse through whole string, and let this also follow the indexing of I counter, that is at k equals to I, and k is less than equals to j, then k plus plus. What we are going to simply compare is if s dot char at I char at j is not equal to s dot char at k. So in this condition, we need to break the condition and get out of this loop. And after getting out of this loop, it would be sent what we say. What we conclude from this loop is duplicate has been found, and also we need to break out of the substring also, because if I is not equal to, okay, if j is not equals to k, means indexing doesn't match, or all the pointers do not reach to the substring, then we must break out of this loop also. And if uh, succeeding strings are unique, and we need to collect into our new substring that has been created, that is always already getting into counter, then we must increment the length plus plus, and also declaring this length variable int length equals to 0. Now we will increment its counter because length is subsidiary to max length, because max length would be a string that is having largest number of unique characters, length plus plus. And also breaking out of this loop, what we are going to achieve, that is we got out of the k and j loop. Now we are inside the ith loop. We know the scope of max length is all over the function, it is global. So what we are going to do here is, if length is greater than max length, then let max length be the newest is the compared length having highest number of unique characters. And at last we will display into our last we is return max length. And this will work fine. Okay. So why is it happening? We do the scoping out of the k loop, then we are out of the jth loop, then compare the string, and we are returning the max length. Okay, it is k not equals to j. We give this ChatGPT and correct it. What ChatGPT is saying. showing you wrote, there are two mistakes you wrote. It compares the current J with itself when K equals to J. Okay, if character at J and K matches, I do have learned from this problem is how we can apply a minimalistic approach to solve a problem by just using simple for loops or inner loops, and this will not appear an optimized way because it is still showing that in memory and space complexity are programmed as beating most of the algorithms because it is utilizing this counter variables ijk, but using this technique it will iterate over a large number of time if string length get increases. So its has reached time complexity of our problem has reached big big O of n power of 3, big O of n cube, because three loops are here being used. It's worst case scenario. Okay, now we in the upcoming video I will optimize this. Till video will be a review by me, and it will practicing such problems will definitely help in improving my logic. Till then, thank you, bye bye, and have a nice day.